What's going on, everybody? I'm Jory Goodman, the Time Teller. So guys, one of the most common questions I've ever gotten on this channel ever since I started this dang channel was how I store my watches. And the truth is, there's no real right answer. There's a ton of different kinds of watch boxes out there. You can get really crazy with it. Some of them lock and some of them have integrated watch winders, and there's really expensive options and there's really affordable options out there. Different strokes for different folks. Whatever your preference is, you'll be able to find it online. But personally, my philosophy is, if you've spent a lot of time, effort, and money curating a watch collection, why not invest a little bit extra to get a nice container for your watches? So if you're asking me how I store my watches, let me just show you. It's 2:26 p.m. Let's get down to business. Alright guys, here we go. How do I store my watches? Well, just like this. This is a very nice watch box from N&N Watch Cases. They make some really great stuff, and special thanks to them for sponsoring this episode and sending me this watch box. Okay guys, so for my longtime viewers, you'll know, unless I'm doing like a first impressions unboxing, it's very rare that I just get a package, open it, and recommend it on screen. I almost never do that. So again, even with my first impressions unboxings, usually I'll unbox it and I'll be like, wow, this is cool. I look forward to doing a follow-up episode, or here's my initial impression. But with products that I'm actually going to recommend to my viewers, I want to spend some time with it, whether it be a wristwatch or a peripheral accessory like a watch case or a watch winder or a watch roll or something like that. So N&N Watch Cases, when they wrote to me, they're by far not the only watch box company that's ever written to me, but a lot of them just look cheap. A lot of them I wouldn't feel comfortable keeping my watches in. Because let's face it, even with this watch box, it's very nice. I'm not using these to necessarily protect my watches from theft or fire or something. I go ahead and I keep this in a safe, or I would recommend using maybe even a safety deposit box depending on the size of whatever your bank has. But some of them just don't look well made. I wouldn't trust my watches even being in the container, but this was immediately different. The second they sent me some of their media photos, I was just blown away. So this is absolutely not an inexpensive piece, but it's also not cheap. And there's a big difference. You can see this red wood, the seams, how they press this wood together. It is all prim and proper. We're gonna get some close-ups, of course, but I wanna show you my favorite part about this watch box. It holds 6 of my watches. So what I've been doing now is the top row here. Some of my go-to sports watches. We have my Rolex Explorer 2 16570. We have my Seiko speed timer, or Pogue. I know people don't like calling it a Pogue unless it has the yellow dial, but my rare silver dial 6139. We have my Certina DS2 Chronolympic, very cool sports watch. And then here I have kind of my go-to dress watches. So we have my Reverso Classique Mechanical in yellow gold. We have my Vacheron 4533C Small Seconds in yellow gold. And then we have my Grand Seiko J14070, and I'll get close-ups of the interior here. But one of my favorite parts are these extra compartments. And it is just perfect for the watch enthusiast because, as you can see, I have a ton of Man Cave leather straps. Special thanks to Man Cave Leather for making these straps for me. But I have a bunch of straps that I can change out. Let's say I want to go red to kind of play with that Pepsi bezel here, or I want to go blue and play with that Pepsi bezel, or again, this is a rally strap, which works perfect with the kind of blue hue of this dial. Or I have some fancier padded dress watch straps for one of my dress watches. It'll work perfectly. So here on this side, I keep a tool, a spring bar tool. So I can keep the watches and the straps and the tools together, and it's just kind of the perfect watch enthusiast companion. So as we take a look at the front of this N&N watch case, I want to show you something. There's two detent buttons here that you push out, and then you very simply open up the watch box. To close it, there's a very satisfying click. Now, one thing I'll say, there's no lock here, which makes perfect sense to me, because you know what's like very, very confusing? When there's these watch boxes that have a little lock here, but the top is glass. What? If someone wants the thing in this box, they're either going to steal the whole box or they're going to punch the glass out. It's just annoying to have some stupid, dinky, low-quality lock mechanism on a watch container, something that you're probably going to use every day. Again, my advice, do what I do. Keep this whole unit in a safe. So all you have to do is open the safe, grab your watch, and go. So yeah, that's just my little rant. Anyway, very smooth buttons, and then the finishing, again, we'll get up close. These screw heads, flathead screws, nicely finished. They're not thrashed or mangled. Guys, how many Microbrand Mondays have you been with me where I complain that the watchmakers themselves can't figure out how to finish a screw head? So N&N, they did a great job. How beautiful is this interior, guys? I'm talking about it as if it's a car, but seriously, look, the nice grain of the red wood just contrasts perfectly with this very supple green material, and how it just kind of, my watches kind of lay atop. Of course, these are pillows, so you can pull the whole watch out, and each watch is affixed to the pillow, so that's some kind of added security. They're not gonna roll around in here. And again, these compartments to the side, it's just, I love it. You know, this might sound kind of silly that we're getting up close to a hinge mechanism in a wooden watch box, but guys, a lot of watch enthusiasts are kind of suckers for quality craftsmanship, and just look at this, incredibly smooth. Again, the screw heads on the hinges are finished. Nothing is mangled. Everything is recessed perfectly inside these little wood panels. It's gorgeous. It's beautiful. And guess what? You know how much of a stickler I am when I'm reviewing watches, and I'm no different with other products. N&N did such a good job here. So real quick, again, this is going to be the last time I mention the screw heads, but even the top clip here on the lid of the watch box, you can see the screw heads are finished. Again, kind of maybe an inconsequential thing to talk about, but when you're spending around $500, a little bit above $500 on a product, you want to know that the craftsmen took their time with it, and I honestly believe N&N did a great job. Okay, so real quick, speaking of that price, I believe this one was like 533 bucks at the time of filming. I'm gonna get the exact price. We're gonna put it on screen right here. Okay, so that is not like an inexpensive item for your watch collection. And here's where we're gonna get a little vulgar. Right here, this is probably well over $20,000 in watches, just right here with these 6 watches. So spending around just like over 500 bucks, I think it's well worth it to have a nice container for these fairly expensive watches. But what say you? Again, leave me that comment. I'm not saying the inexpensive, affordable ones that you can find on Amazon aren't good, because guys, I've used them. I think some of my watch collection is in some of those more affordable watch boxes. So I'm not saying don't use those. I carry those at my Amazon affiliate store. So those are fine options as well. But if you have some watches that you want to, you know, pamper a little bit and put into a very nice watch case, something that's very enjoyable to use, something that adds to the beauty that is your watch collection, N&N, I will happily recommend them any day. And that's why I'm going to put the link of this product in the description, so please check them out. So guys, what do you think? Again, leave me that comment. I want to hear from you. Special thanks to N&N Watch Cases, Nikita and Nelly. You guys are very, very cool. Thank you for supporting my channel and sending me this watch case. I absolutely love it. So guys, please support the people that support me. Click the link in the description below and check them out. Let me know what you think about their products, and yeah, let me know, which watch boxes do you use? Because I understand this one is a bit on the pricey side, but let's kind of of make a little list in the comment section below. Let's pick some nice affordable ones for some people as well, so we kind of have a nice spectrum for people to choose from. Guys, thank you. I can't do any of this content without my viewers. So there's a ton of ways to support the channel. You can check out the affiliate links in the description. You can check out, the channel memberships. It's like YouTube's Patreon, $4.99 a month, 6 pieces of content every week with access to the members only Discord chat. There's my personal website, www.thetimetellershop.com. But easily, the easiest way to support the channel is just to keep doing what you're doing and watching the content. I can't thank you enough. Guys, please like, comment, and subscribe. I'm Jory Goodman, The Time Teller. Had a whole lot of fun with this review. Thanks for checking it out. Always remember, I didn't invent time, I just tell it.